Hi, Vpiper, Vrose.
And sometimes I feel like I'm scared. Like now I got to a place where like I'm scared because I see how serious I am about it, about my life, and I'm also in a place where the way that America has been, the United States, with the information coming out, with Trump, with just like even income wise, and it's like me realizing like, oh yeah, that's like I'm taking myself serious for the first time in life, and also it's like, oh yeah, and by the way, there's a storm coming.
Yeah, it's here actually. I love that analogy though about the flights of stairs because that's actually what I think, and I don't know the other people that you're talking about, but I can understand that where they're over here in some place which is they're just kind of going along and they're maybe, found a job at their work net or whatever, and they like to go out with their friends and party at night. You have a goal, you have a focus or a vision for what you want for your life, which is the other reason why when you go to one of these meetings with younger people and they don't seem to be taking it as seriously, it's because they're not taking their lives as seriously as you are. You do have things that you want to do, and even though you're not all the way there yet, you at least know where the stairwell is. Let's stay with your analogy, and you're trying to get to that point,
Yeah,
which whatever you're feeling right now, which I can tell you from the old place where I am, just the fact that you have that drive and that ambition for whatever it is that you want to do, it will make you successful.
yeah,
Even when you don't completely feel like you're there, or if you're stuck in some place and you're like, well, I'm never going to go any farther than that.
yeah,
It's You're just telling yourself something that isn't actually true. And I don't know if I ever said this to you, but I know I every once in a while you come up with a stroke of genius when you have a kid that you're trying to raise. And at one point in her life when she would start to get upset, I said there are two very important words that I'm going to say to you right now, and I want you to remember them, and I want you to put them at the end of some of the sentences that you said. The words are yet and now, because she would come to me in her teen years and say, I don't have a boyfriend. And I'd say, you don't have a boyfriend yet,
mm,
okay?
yeah,
Or, and now I'm not going to be able to think of an example, but other things that you would say to yourself, it's important to put the word now at the end of it.
yeah,
Whatever that is, or where you think you're going, I'm not on the flight number 14 now. You're not there now, but that doesn't mean that it can't change. So those would be the two words I would give you: yet and now. Whenever you start to get feeling distracted, or like maybe things aren't going the way you want them to, you
yeah.
still have a lot of time to change that.
Yeah, I think now like I'm trying to step out of my box, like just because I think there's something when kind of what it reminds me of. I remember seeing a show where the kid was like super nice, humble, like he's just being his regular nervous, like be like the one that's always like scared or nervous or trying to be careful. Like, hey, don't go do that. Hey, like be careful, like or taking a step back always when that's his natural being. It's not even like he's scared or nothing like that. It's just that's just his natural way of being. And I realized I was that person. Like I needed to get out of my mind and just go about it. Like just go. It doesn't matter what happens. And in this show, the kid, he ends up being in the jungle by himself, and his friends kind of they didn't leave him. They just all ran. Like everybody just ran, and everybody was in their own space, and he was left in the jungle. He's like, oh man, like what am I gonna like in your head? Everybody who's watching the show is like, he's not gonna survive. Like him in the jungle, he's not gonna survive. So he like time passed, and the next time that they saw him, he was a wild cat. He was like the wildest one. Like he's like now like well like now instead of looking at thinking like wait can you jump that far? I don't think he'll be the one that jumps first. And he'd be like yo you crazy. Like his fear went away. You know, because he had to survive in that jungle. So he couldn't be, I think what he went through in there, that he couldn't be scared. He was facing animals, he was facing cougars, he was facing lions, he was facing all these things, and he had to survive. So when he came out of there, he was a wild cat.
Right.
And I think that's where I'm at. And it started with me doing this tattoo in my face, you know, because it was like, I no longer want to be seen how y'all see me. Like, y'all think I'm the same guy. But like the only reason why I'm even in this situation where y'all see me maybe I look at it as complacent. Y'all probably look at me as a normality. But the only reason why is because I don't have the income to do that. Like I'm like but I gotta show myself. So I started with this tattoo right here. I got my second tattoo right at like when we finish at 8 o'clock. I have my second appointment for another tattoo, and I think the tattoos are more like me showing myself like yo you gotta remember like you're not the same anymore, like because sometimes I go back to that, I go back to my same mindset.
Right.
Like I want to take up space. I don't want to be the person that takes the short end of the stick every single time. It's like then if I gotta fight then we fighting, because what I kept feeling in the end, like after so much time of feeling like that, it's like I was like dead, like to myself, like I was dying in a way, but not. I think it was more mentally, like I was getting to a real dark place, and in this real dark place is either I'm gonna fight and move forward and take everything that's in my way, or I'm gonna sit back and just or I'm gonna sit back and just like accept it. And acceptance show me this can be.
If we could take a pause, I just gotta connect it to the charger.
I was saying that getting to that point is like, you know, you get to I got to such a dark place that it made me realize like, okay, if I don't do whatever I do to survive in this jungle, then I'm gonna die, or I can become the wildcat, and that's what I did. I became the wildcat, and nobody's gonna really understand unless I can explain it like this. But you get to a point where you don't always want to explain it, because I think that's what got me there. I wasn't in the jungle, but before I got there, I was trying to explain it to everybody.
Okay.
You know, I need help.
Yeah.
So I was saying to everybody around me, I need help. I need help. I need help. I was putting it online, I need help. I know people do a lot of fake things, so that's why maybe I didn't get help, but I put it online for me saying, hey, like, look, this is my Zelle, this is my Cash App, this is what I'm going through. You know, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, this is what I've been, this is what has happened in the past. I put it in a story, you know, and then I put, you know, this is how you can help me. You know, nobody helped. I'm not gonna lie to you, I went to the group and there was a few people that helped me. I wish I knew their name if I could give them a shout out. But there were 2 people that helped me there in the group.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And that's when I realized, like, okay, me being in this situation is either I'm gonna die with the short end of the stick in my hand, or I'm gonna go forward as a wildcat, and I'll come out here. Who knows what happens? Maybe I get eaten by a lion, or maybe I come back and be like, yo guys, I got the boat now. Come on.
You know, you're telling pretty much any film plot that I see about people that are all the way down and then just never give up. I mean, the one that everybody is aware of course, is Rocky Balboa, the fighter that was just had nothing but would not give up on himself. And that's what it sounds like that you found, which is a really great thing. You're already the wildcat
Yeah.
because you found that within yourself, and you already have that desire and that drive.
Mhm.
That's what it takes. That's what anybody who becomes successful has.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's where you are. I'm sorry I wasn't there to be of help to you at
That's
that
okay.
time.
You have helped me.
'Cause-
You helped me. I told you I never would have known what it was like to be in small recovery. Like that was
Wow.
that was a big help. You being here right now is a big help, and the fact that you was willing. You were so open with your schedule. Like, okay, I can't do this. Okay, no, but what about this day? Or what about this day? Like, you sounded interesting to do it. And I feel like that's what I need more than anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You need
Yeah.
people that are in your corner. But I do understand that because I have that my own sense of creativity, for lack of another word.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're striving to be able to create something.
Yeah.
And I get that
Yeah.
because nothing makes me happier. I didn't even work at all in 2025. I was doing this, trying to get my Serpa license and so on, but I didn't work at all. But when I got an opportunity just to do an audition, it was for a woman that of my age that is now dying of stage 4 cancer. So I put a scarf on my head, I put really white makeup and brown underneath of my eyes, and a friend of mine in the building, who's also an actor, was gonna come and help me because I'm not as good with the filming part. She knocks on the door, I go up and open it, and she just looks at me and I went, I'm supposed to have stage 4 cancer. She's like, oh, okay. Because I really, even just for an audition,
Yeah.
I just jumped off that
Yeah.
cliff, or to use your analogy, went almost all the way to the top of the 20 stories.
Yeah.
So,
Not a lot of people won't like. That's what I'm noticing right now. Like, oh man, it's interesting, man. I'm nervous, but I guess I'm happy at the same time.
yeah, and don't look or don't see yourself in somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
Because if they're fine with wherever their life is, doing whatever it is they're doing, don't allow, if they look at you funny or if they don't understand when you're talking to them, don't let that don't see your reflection in them, is the best way I think to say it.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, what I see is somebody who does have a lot of ideas, who does want to stay focused and to create something. That's what I see.
What's now that you retire, like you retired from your job, from like your
Right.
how you say it? It's not. I don't know if it's retired, but like you're not working anymore, like because you already did maybe.
Yeah,
a few years
I'd
in that
already
job.
put in plenty of years,
Yeah.
and
Now
I
we're-
was able to retire because I had retirement
As a
funds and
pharmacist,
so
right?
I worked in pharmaceutical sales. Yeah,
As a pharmacist, you already retired from that, so
right.
you had this space to kind of you had more time a little bit for yourself.
Hi, Vpiper V Rose.